Alright, folks. How we all doing today? Back on the old Starfield. Let's see. I think we're supposed to land on the planet. We're at New Atlantis. Yeah, so here's kind of like another rundown. You can pretty much go... Like, I could choose to land if I just wanted to somewhere on the planet. Here's the ocean, so you can't really like land there, but if you wanted to land there, that's what it'll do. The information over here on the right saying coast 0%, that means there are the flora or fauna. Some of them only pop up in certain biomes on the planet, so you have to kind of like look around. So once you scan like coast, you'll fill that up. You don't really have to go back to the coast again unless you're trying to get a certain resource or something. But so I went and scanned the planet. We're gonna go over to New Atlantis, and it says it's dark. We'll see if it matches up. I think they did a fairly good job with like the lighting and the time of day, and all that matches up with where the planet is and the rotation of the planet and everything. So I think they did a lot there. Alrighty. So we're gonna go ahead and exit our ship.
Hey, Bosco! What? Married? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Oh, that's empty. So I'm like, man, what's all that noise?
And he's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Alright. So, go ahead and
Okay,
we'll do
no
this, and
problem.
I'll kind of give you a rundown. I'm not going to really do anything too much, but this is the shipbuilding, or ship upgrading, whatever you'd like to call it. And it's pretty involved. So anytime you get another, like at the top up here, I only have one ship, but you can have a collection of ships, and sometimes you'll want to have different ships maybe for different circumstances, but pretty much once you find the ship that you really like, you tend to kind of just keep that one and then just modify it as you go. So over here on the left we've got our ship systems, and then the ship overview, the breakdown of like our fuel capacity, what our hull, and then what our cargo is. Shield capacity is at 0. We got reactor is a 14, so that's like I think they say that's oh yeah, the 14 slots. So that's what that stands for. We can have up to 2 crew members. I think that's beside ourselves. So us and 2 other people, I believe. Maybe just one other person. And Bosco, I think counts as one of them. Don't hold me to that. Our jump capability, our shield, and then our weapon system down there, laser, ballistic, and missile. And then it is registered, so anytime you get a ship, you don't even have to buy a ship. If you find one out somewhere and take it, either by force or just happened upon one that's empty, and you take it, you can bring it back here or to any starport basically and register the ship before you can modify it. And it does cost money to register, so some people are like, and they've made mods where it doesn't cost anything to at least register your ship, but I don't have that installed, so not a big deal. And then the mass of your ship is going to determine how well it maneuvers and things of that nature. So when you go into your ship builder, you're going to have down here at the bottom all your statistics of your current ship, and then you'll go in and you'll highlight what piece you want to look at, and then it'll kind of give you some information about each particular. This here is to be able to dock with like space stations or other ships. So if you don't have one of these installed, you're not going to be able to really board anything. You can still get out of your ship because you'll have one on the bottom, but that's always useful. And then you got your this is our reactor, and then we have our thruster engines. So our reactor is like our power source, and then this is our grav drive. That's like a little area. It's like the actual docker. This is our main hull, and you, depending on, like over here on this information, it says passenger slots 2. You can get some that have like passenger slot 4 or such and such, and then you'll have more crew. And then what's kind of cool is some of the companions that you pick up will have like spaceship skills, if you will. And then you can apply that, and then like they might help you with piloting or ballistic weapons, whatever it might be, shields, repair. So you kind of just, you can pick and choose your crew, so that's cool. And then you also have upgrade ship, which this is just a little bit easier to deal with than going through the shipbuilding process. So what it does is it highlights our weapons, and then our engines, like the main components. And what we can do is we hit it, for instance, and it will pull up this list of available weapons for us. So being that it's oops, okay, so it's a pulse laser. So it's a laser weapon. So if we want to keep the laser weapon, we just go down to the next laser weapon and look for, like, that'll give us more range, but the fire rate is worse. Shield damage is better, hull damage is better. So we just kind of like, so you can go through each one and kind of see what's available. So if we don't want to lose the cannon, and then we got our missile launcher. We don't have any other missile launchers available. So sometimes not everything is available at the beginning. Like this would be good. We could get more engine thrust, more maneuvering, and more engine health if we wanted to get into that. And then we've got our shield generator, and we could get an upgrade to our shields. So that, there you go. Our grav drive, looks like we can get a grav drive. So we'll gain, looks like we're going to gain another light year down here at the bottom, but our mobility and our mass, because it's a little bit heavier than our other one, makes our mass, which then in turn affects our mobility. And then if we had more than one ship, you can flip through here and you can sell the ships. So if you find a ship out there and you're just like, man, I'll sell it, there you go, get you some credits. Didn't cost you anything but a little bit of time and exploration.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Alright, so over here, you're going to have kiosks, usually at every port, and it's run by the Trade Authority on this one. So if we want to sell, the vendor is selling item, or I'm sorry, you can only sell to these things, but you can do a buyback. So if we go in here and we go, okay, these are the weapons that I have and I want to sell, we can sell the Grendel, because we already got the modified Grendel. Don't have anything else available there. Oops. Oops, still getting used to the way this is, sorry. Ammo. Oh, okay, there we go. I was like trying to figure out how I moved between these. Sorry. So we've got. Ah! So, well, I mean, that's okay. I guess we can just do it through here. So we've got deep mining, space helmet. Let's see. That gives us plus 5 health and some O2. And it protects us. So that's what we'd be running around in the city dressed as if we made our spacesuit disappear. Ooh, that's got a 5% O2 recovery. Oh, and I didn't want to sell it. My back. I didn't want to sell that. Sorry. I wanted to equip it. Doesn't look like I can equip it right now. Space tracker cap? Nah. Teal jumpsuit? No. I don't really like using mines, just a personal preference. And I guess this is just junk, we can get rid of it. Okay. Alrighty, I think that'd be fine for now. And we're supposed to be heading this way. Head toward the lodge.
I can assure you, this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. Look at yourself.
And then they've got this little thing here. So if you have a bounty on you, once you cross this line, it'll like scan you, and then you have to exit out here.
No bounty.
Yeah.
You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
So you'll have that, but there's a way to bypass that, so don't feel like you're stuck. Because once you open up fast travel points to the lodge, you can just totally, basically what you'll do is you'll just fast travel to the lodge. So even if you have a bounty
about the
on
job by
you.
any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
Job, tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Sure. I like to earn credits.
Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all?
Had a run in with Crimson Fleet.
It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've
That's
heard all
good
I
enough
need.
for me.
Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
Sounds good.
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalls. Tit for tat. You know how it works.
Yep.
Let me know if you have any
Can't get without giving. Basically. Alrighty. Okay. And then they've got some of these little things is more just for information. So usually when you land in a spot, they'll have like the history of what the place is and everything. So you can like look through this and you know, kind of get some info on some things. It's kind of like in a computer or whatnot that you may like unlock some info or location or any of that nature. So not always, but it can happen. You know what I find really strange? How we're the only one walking around with a robot. Like nobody else has robot companions, even if it's not like so much like ours, but just a, you know, personal assistant or whatever it might be. And then this is kind of like a little bar. You can go in and talk to, you know, how
Good to
those
see
work,
you
like
again.
in
Can I
all
get
the
you
other
something?
Bethesda games. You go in
Hey
and
there.
ask for some
Always
rumors
nice
or
to see a
whatever.
new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh boy.
I wasn't gonna be
I didn't mean
sarcastic.
for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you.
Sure. You heard any good rumors lately?
I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither.
I don't know.
And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Valroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went.
Let's see if we can get something else.
Bit of a slow news day around here. Ah, well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of three-star sympathizer. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. So glad you asked, aren't you? I can go.
I thought she'd never. I'm afraid to ask anything else. We'll do it one more time.
You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad.
Okay.
Stop by anytime you'd like to catch
Did we learn anything? Nothing really popped up. Supernova. Okay. Alrighty.
Howdy.
Howdy. Jameson Mercantile.
Barrett enjoys this establishment. He frequently buys
Now,
chocolate here.
here's
Though I
fine.
have informed
Would I have
him
ever heard
repeatedly,
that information
it is
had I not
likely
walked
a
over here?
significant contributing factor to his being
Never know.
overweight.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask.
Well, what do you
Hi
got?
there.
Hello.
Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around.
You got some of them
I can take
chocolates?
care of transactions, and
My
if you've got
robot was
questions,
talking about?
just ask. Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now.
Let's see
Oh,
what you got
please,
for sale.
take a look.
Okay. We got a pistol. Rare pistol. Cutter, don't need. Some hammer. What we got here? Deep mining suit. Nah, I like what I've got. Unless they have come up with something better looking than the piss. Pirate suit. Looks like one of them attack, like the suits that the guys wear when the dogs attack them. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It's nice that they actually give you a preview of what it'll look like on your person. Because most of the time, like in Fallout 4, for instance, you wouldn't see what it looked like on you before you put it on. And I was like, man, so maybe when they get the mods, updated and things. Maybe there's a mod in there that'll actually do like this, and I'll look for it and see, because I'm like, man, that's always, I always want to see what it looks like on your character. Anyway, see if they're actually selling. Okay, so they're selling the breads that I need. At least I still think I need breads. I'll have to double check, but let's see what else they. Oh, they got cheese. Okay. Got some breads again. Some meat. That's cool looking. Synthetic veal. Man, they did put a lot of artwork and detail into these items. Charity and a Godless Universe, Part 3. Part 1 and 2 are missing. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. We got some of our... Since I don't have any, but I don't know how many I need. Well, we know where this place is, so let's just...
Thanks for coming in.
Let's kind of keep track of what we need to craft our, or do our resources. So, that's good to know. Terra Brew Coffee, not a coffee person. What's this over here? Oh, an elevator of some kind. Not getting in it until I know where it goes.
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
That's cool. Probably wouldn't have heard that either. See if there's anything to scan while we're out and about.
You know,
See,
I like the Terra Brew uniform so much. I might actually become a barista just to wear it.
This
wait,
is
there's
New
something.
Atlantis Transit, or
There we go.
the NAT.
Structure.
It provides free transportation throughout the city.
got something
We
over
can
here.
take it directly to the Mast District.
Well,
I could use the money, but no way is it what living in.
guess that's where we're headed. Heading to the... That's where... Heading to the Mass District. Okay. Animation we didn't really need, but it's there. Like I could have just boop boop put us where we were, but that's fine. Because very rarely are you going to see
Captain,
that animation
Constellation will
again.
be waiting for you
Maybe
at the lodge.
because once you start fast traveling, then you don't have to worry about it.
Another day?
Oh, here's
One
a
day,
named person.
I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good.
How's it going?
Oh, hi there. I'm doing great. How about you?
Same here.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, life is good, isn't it? I've been trying to save up enough money so that I can go explore the settled systems with my boyfriend, Tony.
Oh,
I
you got a
think we're finally
boyfriend.
getting close.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to pry.
Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlantis.
Oh, well,
What about
of course.
you? Have you gone on any adventures?
Enough for a lifetime.
That's amazing. I'm so jealous. One day you'll
I'd
have
say
to
I
tell
went
me
on
and Tony
a
all
couple,
about
maybe.
them, okay?
Sure. Anything you recommend?
Well, that depends. Are you a foodie or a shopper?
Neither. I should say
You
that.
should check out the commercial district. There's some cool shops there. And if you want a whole new look, there's even an enhance.
Hmm.
Don't be a stranger.
I guess she ain't gonna give us a quest or anything, so no big deal. So let's go on out here. Now I
The
said,
water is
remember I
quite
said when we were gonna
aesthetically
land,
pleasing,
we were on the dark side
or
of the
so
planet.
Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies
So,
on advanced
maybe they didn't have that down to
hydroelectrics for
pat
most of
yet.
its power.
Either that or it took us that long to get around and land. Maybe. So, No big deal.
Does Radcliffe even need to be involved?
President Abeyo wants to foster relations, not fracture them.
Is it just a random conversation, or is it something that gives me info? We don't know.
I'll see you at the 11:30.
Guess not. Alright, where we need to go? That way. Okay. Come on, Vasco. Is there anything to scan while we're here? Not seeing anything. Oh, that's the other thing. When you hit your scanner, it also give you like whatever
We
quest
may be
objective.
in a United Colonies
It'll
city,
give you the path.
but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
Yeah, there's the lodge. That's where we need to go. Not really getting anything here. Okay.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Okay. Now,
Captain Smith,
As far-
everyone will be in the library.
as far as I know,
just
that's the
inside.
only time we
If
ever do
Barrett were
this
here, he'd probably
with that
tell
watch.
you that you're part of something bigger now. And he
As far as I
hopes you'll
know. I
make
mean,
this place your
as
home.
big as this game is, there could be something somewhere that I don't know about.
You really think when we appear to have a visitor?
Welcome to
Don't let me
Constellation.
interrupt.
We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Well,
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
I only made one
This is
statement.
typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
Hey.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Oh, sister, you don't even know.
Interesting.
Or maybe she does.
Similar to Barrett's description of the experience.
Yeah, of course, Barrett.
With less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Alright, so they
Whether it
got
happened or
the
not
books
wasn't in doubt.
in there.
But honestly,
So this will permanently reduce fall damage by
If this is
5%.
the greatest
So we can
mystery
find
in the
those throughout the
universe,
world.
Why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
that's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Patrick?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Do we just say nope? Okay, so
We're all here
we'll ask this
because
question.
we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us. Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal, another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Oh. Alright, I'm
You
in.
should take some time to get settled in.
You
Introduce
convinced me.
yourself
Your
to
sales
everyone.
pitch was awesome.
Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us.
What
In
did I
addition
get?
to credits,
Oh.
why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Alrighty. And we leveled up. Alrighty, let's go see what we see. Okay, I did the persuasive last time. Oh, I think we could do the research. What do you think? Because that's definitely going to help us down the road once we start upgrading our weapons and things. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So our challenge is to craft 5 unique food, drink, drugs, weapon mods, or equipment mods. So any of those. Okay. Then, oh yeah, I was going to switch to my leatherware. Okay.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it? That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
You're welcome. You seem to know about them.
Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go.
Well, you know more
Until
than
you
me.
arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
Let me know how you
Well, right now, nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of,
Sounds smart.
if you're going to be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Organic stuff. Got it.
There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do.
So we can bring
And
back our...
if it sweetens the
Okay,
deal, I can pay.
here
Pretty
we go.
well, too. Walter's pockets may not be
In
bottomless,
all honesty,
but
folks,
they
I
are pretty
never
deep.
did this. I never talked to her long enough to know that. Oh, man.
Anything I can learn from is a help.
Okay. So, don't have anything right now, but now that tells me about the scanning a little bit more.
Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna,
Yeah, I know
or
about that.
a planet with
Pick
a
up the
specific
quest.
quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Okay, there we go.
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
Yeah.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
All right, sounds
so
good.
You've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs.
Alrighty.
Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I wonder what that's actually a map of. Where'd you go?
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Well, Vasco, I haven't seen him yet. But I hope I am too.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now,
I
let's
won't
see about
get
that
drunk.
room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so
station.
full. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet.
Oh,
I'm
really?
sure Sarah has something planned for each
What's
of us,
Mateo
so
doing in his
I
room?
better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy.
Alrighty. Thank you, ma'am, for the tour. Oh, it's a model of our ship, so to speak. Not as nice looking as ours, but... Oh. Maybe not. It says Panopetes. Maybe it's not our ship. Maybe it's the Generation 1. Anything good in here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go check out our room. There we go. Yeah, this looks pretty snazzy. Definitely a weird design for a bed, but looks like it works. Oh, there's our watch case. I don't want to take it. It'd be... Just leave it there. Okay, our storage. Okay, we got some drinks. Chandra Chardonnay. 12% persuasion chance for 5 minutes. Well, you may want to need that for some persuasion. What do they call that? The alcohol is like the social lubricant, I guess. There we go. Let's go look at Mateo's room. Alright, well, he's got some pillows on the floor. Kind of a little disorderly on the desk. Sir Livington's second journal. I mean, his bed looks pretty made, so I don't know. And we got this. Oh, this is the dock room. Now there's a messy bed. Are you sure Mateo doesn't live down here? Oh, there we go. Grab some of that then, if you're just going to give it away. Okay, there's our pharmaceutical lab. Doesn't look like anything there. Not sure whose room that was. Oh, here's another one. Oh, this is a fighting guy. whoever's in this room. Toy spaceship. White wine, 10% persuasion. I already got my drink of choice, apparently. Alrighty. And then go ahead and head on down this way. What do we got here? Some credits. Nothing that gave us a quest or anything, but here's somebody's. Oh, this must be the old man's room. Clark Lewis. The Clark Lewis, not Lewis and Clark. Oh well. Oh, that goes upstairs. And we've got. Oh yeah, this is the special place. This is our crafting room. It's got all our crafting station stuffs. It's even got a little mission board. It's got some food and stuff in here. Look at that. They already got us. Can't interact with them. Already got us all supplied up. And we got our research station right there. So what do we got here? Yeah, so what I discovered with this box is infinite storage. You can put everything in here. There is no limit to it. Mass, like it just, you can put whatever you want in here. So what I would do early on in the game is I would bring all my resources in here that I need to craft with, and then that way I've got them available, crafting, researching, all that stuff. So you can do that if you want. Nothing says you have to, but ooh, look at there, shotgun. Ooh, another Grendel, but I know it uses 7.7, so we shall take that. Okay. And then this industrial workbench, this is where you kind of like take other things to make other things, if you want to call it that, manufactured components. So like later on we'll be needing adaptive frames for something, so you come in here and you make these components that you need, and then you'll be able to have them for your stuff. So these are the things to look for in the world. Any of these, like you see like a comm relay, you will probably want to grab that. But we can also grab the things to make the comm relay, which is nice. But later on down the road, we're going to run into like where we need some like high-end components. See, they just happen to have some right there, so we'll go ahead and we'll take them. And then this is our spacesuit workbench. So we've got anything that's like our backpack, our helmet, or our suit, we can modify in here. So we've got all these things. There's our new backpack, but that's our old backpack. But like for instance, you'll go in here and you go, okay, I want a mod. So you go here, it'll say, what mod do you want? And then you'll pick one of these. So do you want to increase your physical resistance, your EM, electromagnetic, or your energy? And the only thing is, like say I apply this, well, I can't remove it. So the only thing you would end up doing is go to no mod, and then you would turn it off. But once you uninstall it, you don't get it back. So it's not like in Fallout 4 where you have those things sitting off to the side in your inventory. It's like the mod's gone, which is kind of, wish they wouldn't have done that. So depending on, same thing here, shielding is usually the first slot. Your second slot's going to be another. So you can have up to 4 mods installed on stuff sometimes. Some of it might be 3. Like this one only has 2. So I don't think we can do anything right now. but we will be able to. And then here's our weapon one, same idea. We can just go in here and modify what we want on the weapons. I don't think I can do any, but so we can go, okay, let's go to standard barrel. Oh, well, it looks like I can actually do a long barrel on this. So that shows me what's going to happen. If I do this, my accuracy, my range, my value, and my number of mods. So it looks like I can have 8 mods on this weapon, and this, I think it already has one on it somewhere. Yeah, I think iron sights might be a mod. Should be, yeah. And then we got our compensator on there. So that's, we got one mod there. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So if we install this, we're gonna use another mod slot. Reading that wrong. So yeah, so we can have up to 8 mods on this weapon total, all right here, which is really cool. The only thing I haven't figured out is the default skin yet, because it seems goofy to say, oh, here's your default skin. So it seems like there's a way that you're going to be able to like paint your weapons or put some kind of skin or whatever on them. I just haven't ran into that yet in my playthroughs. So if we wanted, we can go ahead, and since we need to do this for the quest anyway. So this is what'll pop up once you go to install it. So it gives you like, are you sure you want to do this situation? So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So the only way to do that is go back to standard barrel. So it'll says install, but we lose the other one. So that's the only thing. And I'm not sure if you get any components back. So don't hold me to that one either. I don't think you do. Anyway, so there, we installed the long barrel on that. And then let's see if we can do any of these. So here was the this, we can craft one of those. And then there, so we only need 3 more things to craft. Let's see if we can do any cooking. No, still no cooking yet. Oh, I didn't bring my ingredients with me. That's fine. And let's see if we can do any of the researching. Those are both done. Let's see. Nope. We don't have that yet. Aromatics. Nope, no spices. Oh, looks like we can put something down here. 0 wire. Oh, did we get lucky? We did, nice. That's completed. So that unlocks our robot 2. Helmet mods. Doesn't look like we have anything in there. Yep, nothing in this either. Okay. Yeah, so we're looking for that stuff. There we go. But the research carries over, so it's not like you have to be at this one, because we have the one on our ship. So anytime we find any of that and we want to do a quick research, we can do that. Here we go. Let's check out the mission board. Okay. So what they have here is different little things. So this one says locate bolide bombardment here. We're looking for an experienced explorer to locate a planet with bolide bombardment. This may require surveying multiple planets. So what this is that's a trait that you need to find on a planet somewhere in the Ptolemy. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing there. Same thing there. Oh no, this one's different. Sorry. Looking for an experience. You just do a survey of the planet. So, like here, would be a good idea to take these two, because they're both in the same system. You're going to be doing that anyway. So, what we can do is accept that mission. Pop that in there. Same thing with that one. Sometimes you're going to run into ones that are like, supply such and such place with some material. And for example, I had one that was like, supply 5,000 copper ore to this space station. And I'm like, 5,000 copper? And I was still like early in the game, so it wasn't like I was real far into it.
Captain.
And I'm like, oh man, so it took me a while to get that.
Are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
I think we're ready to go.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Chance to learn about the United
Jumping to
Colonies.
anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Alrighty.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation has their own conscience.
She's just like,
understood.
Don't do anything too illegal.
Good.
Understood.
Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Alrighty. And obviously our companions are going to be pack mules for us. So, there's always that. Okay, so where are we heading? That way? Alright, let's go, Sarah. Oh, wait a minute. Made a wrong turn. We need to go down this way first. I mean, we could jump down if we wanted to, but let's just try to keep it simple. Yeah, so anytime you're able to like look and see your ship, you can fast travel to it. Unless you're overburdened. So keep that in mind. And I thought I saw a mod out there where you could actually do like the No Man's Sky thing where you could actually like whistle for your ship. Like what game was that where you whistle? Was it Red Dead Redemption? Where you would whistle for your horse and it'd come riding up. So I'm like, yeah, same idea. Hey,
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member.
I think they just have a conversation while I'm here.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Credits? Now we're talking.
United Colonies volunteer fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits.
Oh, we like that.
And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical services, chance to own a place in New Atlantis. Only way a foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in?
Sounds awesome.
Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, and knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first, head down to the orientation hall. Get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest. Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join. But if you've got any questions, I can get you sorted. Have some questions?
Yeah, we had consolation business to discuss.
Right. Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it, before you try to convince him to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
We'll talk to him, make sure. I'm sure we can make him good for it. Scientific discovery. If he's on patrol, he could be putting our iris. Wait, what's wrong with the Sol system?
You're kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
Mars. Well.
Sol system is a lot of planets. But a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Yeah. Thanks for all your help.
Anything for Sarah. UC always takes care of its own. Even the prodigal children.
Oh, brother.
Alrighty, so...
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic.
So it's got the typical trade gear, wait here for a moment kind of thing. Dismiss them or you start conversations.
Fine by me. You mean apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my aptitude for astrodynamics, calculating optimal trajectories for grav jumping. That's been quite useful in the past. And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So, don't worry. I won't let you eat anything that might put you in the hospital. Certainly. I always enjoy our little chats.
So...
Bye.
Oh, I'm right here. I'm not leaving you. So... I believe we can do it through here. Yeah, so we can go down here at the bottom. It tells us our crew. So when we hit our crew, here's our... so it's unassigned. So if I want to assign her to the ship, I can say, okay, boom. Now, because she's on the ship, her skills of astrodynamics, and then she has lasers, leadership, and botany. And so that will be what she can bring to the table. And then if you have outposts, you'll have the same thing. So you can assign people to outposts to like work. So it's almost like in the settlements in Fallout 4, you start building them up. Well, same thing here, only you don't have to build up a settlement. It's just a little outpost that you use for gathering resources. It's mainly what it's for. Or there's a whole other thing where you can set up a manufacturing as well. So you could start making components somewhere, and they'll build on their own through like the way the system is. There's certain machines that you put down and you tell what components you want it to craft. It'll tell you, okay, well, these are the resources I need. You make sure that you've got those resources, and you set up this whole chain of like gathering resources, goes through here, travels to this storage unit or whatever, and then goes into the manufacturing, and then boom, you put it in another storage. And it kind of reminds me of Satisfactory, the game, where that's the whole idea of the game, is setting up a manufacturing base or whatever on a planet, and just manufacturing, and just keep sending all these components up to the spaceport up in the sky or something. And I guess they put it on a ship and flies it somewhere. I don't know what they do with it. They never explained that part, but kind of the same idea. Okay, so what was our the old neighborhood? Okay, so here's our quest log. That's joining the Vanguard. Locate those are the old neighborhood is what we're trying to do. So it's got the blue over there, kind of on the left. Got the blue. That's your main. And if we wanted to like show all the targets, show only active targets, so that way it's not marking everything, all the quests, keeping the peace. And then we also have, these are like our miscellaneouses, they call them activities, and then visit the London landmark. So that's what we have so far. And oh, so that's what I could have done from here. I go here, show on the map. So here we go. We're going to be going to the Sol system. So see, I didn't even have to get in my ship to do this. This is an alternative way of traveling through your quest log. So it'll cut out a lot of those cut scenes and stuff that people are kind of about. So
you're cleared to land. Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
Oh, leveled up. So we are at Mars. So let's see how good of a job they did with the planeton. Okay, here's our solar system. And you've got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and here's Pluto, which they still currently, right now in our day and age, it's not a planet. It's a, what do they call it? It has planet in the title, like a pseudo planet or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. So we're gonna find out what happened to Earth, because as you can see, it ain't good. There's America. There's America. There's Florida and such and such and such, and New York's over this way, and there's California and Texas and all them places. Canada. And then you got, South America right there. There's our moon. So, yeah, we're getting ready to find out what happened over here. So we'll give her a scan. Because remember, we are doing that for them people too. So we're going to go and land over here. I do remember one game that I used to play. It was in the early 2000s. And this is going to definitely show some age and whatnot. Yahoo used to have on their website a little sub area called Yahoo Games, and you could pay like $5 a month at this time. Like, this is how old it is, but it was $5 a month to do like what Xbox Live and stuff is doing right now. You could actually access PC games through their website if you paid like the $5 a month. At least, I mean, the price could be off. I don't remember the exact price, but anyway, I discovered a game called Freelancer, and very basic, simple kind of idea like this. You would go and be in your ship, like that was the main focus of the game, and you could go and go to planets, but like it didn't do the same as this. And it was only like you went to like a very minimal, like a little starport with like maybe 2 locations to go to, like very simple. But when you got into space, it was full on. Like, that's where the game really shined. And I could just sit there and play it for hours and hours, and I'm like, oh man, I love this. You get into dogfights, space battles, whatever you want to call them, and it was like, it kind of reminded me like how they did this game. So it's got a little bit of that with it, like Freelancer, Traveler, if there's any other games out there, like I said, No Man's Sky, what was the other one I'm thinking of? Oh, Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen, all of that stuff. Anyway, now that we made it to Mars, I'm going to go ahead and end it here for now. Once I get the Fallout 4 mods and things all worked out after this update, then we'll jump back on there. Because it does kind of suck when they update the game, then all the modders, and then there's like this script extender program you have to have, and that needs to be updated to make your mods work. So it's like just a lot of, that's the main one. So if you get that, even if your mods are out of date, you might still be able to use them. So it's basically the script extender that I need to get updated. And the last known news, the person who updates it said they were working on it. So it may be within a week, depending on how easy it is for them to do. So if all else fails, maybe I'll try to get the Fallout New Vegas working again, or maybe we'll jump on Fallout 76 if you guys are interested in that. So, alright, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content.